What's up, bears, to another episode of the Pudgy Pig SMP server. Uh, so I just recorded this, and turns out my mic was muted, so I must have accidentally hit the switch, or got caught on something with something like that. So hopefully it works now, but I'll kind of go over what I did again. So, last episode, I ended up getting stuck on the moon, or at least thought I did. But turns out that I just ended up forgetting that we have plugins on the server. So we have stuff like /home and /back and stuff like that. So we weren't actually stuck on the moon. So I just did that, ended up remaking. Why is that going down so fast? Oh, no, it's going up. I ended up remaking a lot of pretty much everything I had. And yeah, you can see actually I have 4 oxygen storage modules, and previously I only had 2. And I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I remade everything. I came back here. Uh, you saw last time I kind of had this kind of set up over here. I moved it over here and dug down. And the reason for this is I want to hide this for one. And I'm gonna put glass over this to maybe make it look a little bit better. But yeah, this is just a bunch of leaves, and then in the center of this is our oxygen collector, collecting oxygen for us. And the biggest leaf kind of box you can make is actually 5 blocks away. So if I go to the center and count 1, 2, 3, 4, this is only 4. But I could actually go one more in all directions and get close to 2,000 oxygen per second, which is a lot. Uh, but the reason I didn't do that is because on single player, when I tested this, it actually started lagging my game, and I kind of don't want that to happen. That's weird. But yeah, I don't want to lag me out or the server or whatever was causing it before. I don't want that to happen. So I sunk it down just one layer, and this still gets like 1,000 oxygen per second, which fills these things up very fast. And this is like 60,000 each. So that's a lot of oxygen. And I have those hooked up to here so I can refill my tanks if need be. And here for our bubble. Okay, yeah. And then over here I have my solar panels, just normal, whatever, and my battery bank or battery storage cluster, energy storage cluster. Yeah, that goes down to the oxygen collector, and then this just comes back up for that. So that's all good and dandy. But yeah, in the last episode, I thought I actually the my landing craft despawned, but that wasn't actually the case. You can probably notice by 2x of those after we made that stuff. But you can see I have 2 tier 1 rockets as well, and some more launch pads, and actually another flag, which I actually placed it. We're gonna replace this because I did that in the last attempt of this. But yeah, we replace that in a second. But yeah, you can see I have this stuff, and I don't have a whole lot of materials left, as you can see. And actually, let me see. Oh, I do have it on me. I actually went out and collected some meteoric iron, and we have enough to make a tier 2 rocket, but I have to make more of these, which means I have to go mining again because I'm pretty much out of materials now again. So I had to go and collect that stuff. It's not really that big of a deal. I can do that pretty fast, couple days, maybe. But it's just a pain to get. But yeah, I have all this. I have double rockets. So one is obviously going to Johnson because I owe him. And I actually now, since I have it, I have extra launch pads for him. And if he wants it, a flag for him as well. But everything else he would have to make, obviously the fuel loader, I don't have an extra one of those. I don't think so anyway. I don't think I got that far. But luckily. But yeah, he's gonna have to get his own power, which he could just make a coal generator and power it himself. No big deal. They're a lot cheaper than these. And then if he wants he can make a battery pack. He doesn't have to make the max one, just a small one. It does help for night time. When it does become night, keeps all this stuff running. So that's the only reason. But yeah, I have all my food and all that stuff back and all this. And this is because the, well, when I was offline and after I realized I could slash home and slash back, and after I made everything, I came back to the moon and chunks weren't loading. Like there was big holes in the ground. And I saw that my landing craft was still there, but not, obviously not above ground. It was underground. So I dug all the way down to where it was. Just down here. Takes a minute because I'm floating. But here, here it is. And I can still access it from here. And obviously I took everything out now, except for the fuel. But we can break this, and I'm gonna break that after I get the fuel out. But you can just hit it and it'll break apparently. I tested it in single player creative. Um, so yeah, hopefully that works here. But yeah, and then I'll fill this back in. But yeah, that's what happened. So I put everything back up here, and everything's all fine. It works. It just bugged out, and it's still bugged out, and just sunk underground. And yeah, if you don't know what meteor iron looks like, or meteor looks like, it's right here. Just a little ball. This is one that must have just landed because this wasn't here before. But this can actually be red or gray like this. When it's red, I think it can light you on fire. When it's gray like this, I think it can still damage you. I'm not gonna touch it, but I think it can still damage you. But yeah, you can mine it. You can mine it when it's red too. And you still get the meteoric iron from it. But yeah, that's what it looks like after. I think you saw that in my chest anyway. But yeah, and I've actually saw a couple villages already, but haven't saw a dungeon. We're just gonna go to this one right over here. It's close. And I'll just show you these guys real quick. Now, the aliens don't actually see, this is what happened. One of those appeared and I just saw it. Something like that happened. But yeah, we got a little village here. These aliens actually look better in the default resource pack, I think. But in this, they look a bit different. You can't trade with them, sadly. They're kind of just here. But they do have these tin decoration blocks, and which is very nice and kind of expensive to make, actually. If we were to look at it, it's stone and compressed tin, which is 210. Kind of pricey. And that's actually what the beginnings of your space station is made of. So I don't think I'll be making my space station out of that when we get that far. But yeah, they also have trees over here. So if say you come here and you forgot trees, just find one of these villages. You can get saplings to make trees. It's pretty easy. So yeah, I made my waypoint there too, so we don't get lost. But yeah, something about the space station too. I was just looking through the menu and I saw, where is it? Where'd it go? Um, where is it? I just saw it. Where's this minute go? Oh, this thing. Spin thrusters. And I looked this up and I actually saw this and I looked it up on the wiki. This allows your space station to spin. So, but it's recommended that you build your space station first because it's easier to build when it's not spinning. But I believe you can still, what I've read is you can still build while it's spinning, just it's a little bit more difficult. And you can go up to 4 thrusters and you can add more, but with 4 you get the max speed. So 1 through 4, and that's how you adjust the speed, is just by adding or subtracting them out. And when you add them, they will actually find the center of gravity on its own and spin around that, which I thought was pretty cool. So so when we actually do make our space station, we're gonna be doing that, definitely. It's just a must. Let me see what else. Well, we gotta place a flag again, because I did this in the last episode. But yeah, our flag, I might change the design of it later. But yeah, since we're the first on the moon, this is us. It's just my face right now. I probably do something different later. But in order to change that, all you have to do is go here, and then mess with this. I recommend using the grid because it's easier. And then you can just mess around with the colors here. Why not? Easy. I don't know if other people will see this or your flag though. I'm not sure. So that's kind of, it used to just be your face, but now you can customize it, which is nice. Nice addition. Alright, what else do we got? I think that's it. Yeah, so I can show you kind of what I did home. I'll be moving this because when we find this dungeon, I want like a permanent spot for this so we don't lose our stuff. But I do have this stuff on me, so just in case we're here and the server restarts and I can't go back, I do have that on me. And fuel is in here, so I can just get more fuel from there. Coal generator I can bring upstairs to launch it, stuff like that. So that's no big deal, no big of a deal, I think. That's how you say that. But yeah, I haven't done anything here. Just went and grabbed all the stuff that was in this chest. Well, a lot of it, not all of it, but most of it. And I have like nothing left. So I had to go mining again and grab some more so I can make my tier 2 rocket. There's nothing here. That was just for my launch. And I think I might move that NASA workbench down here. I might dig it down a little bit and move my Galacticraft station kind of around this part. I think that would be a good idea. It's surrounded by cobbles, so nothing, like, hopefully a storm doesn't hit it or anything like that, float away. But it should be fine. But yeah, hopefully by the next episode, I will have enough snow. Since I have a snowman back home, you saw it before. I hopefully I have enough snow and I have glass to cover this up that I will have my moon base started. And I think it's just gonna be domes. I looked through this. I did this earlier. I think snow is a good material to use. We could do clay too to make different colors. I think that would look nice, but another white material is mahogany wood, but is a bit peachy, like pink. Has pink in it, so I don't think it. I think I'll use that for my floor, but not necessarily the actual structure itself. And then I'll put windows in it. Use white glass or something. Make all white, like what you've seen in like movies kind of deal. But yeah, I'm actually low on oxygen, and I should change these out, fill these up again. But yeah, that'll be it. So until whatever next video comes out, I will see you there. And remember to be nice and make someone stay and all that. And I will see you in whatever next video comes out. And have a nice day. Bye. The Earth.